Here's why I think the Wolfpack, even a 5-point underdog Wolfpack, according to the guys in Las Vegas, has a great chance of beating the Red Raiders. Number one, obviously, State's playing well, and especially offensively, State is playing well. There were only 4 teams this year that shot 51% or better against the Tar Heels, and 3 of those 4 teams beat the Tar Heels. It was teams like UConn and an explosive Syracuse team, and Tennessee didn't beat the Tar Heels, but they did really shoot well and play well offensively, the Volunteers, who, of course, are also a very high seed in this year's NCAA tournament. It wasn't just 5 wins in 5 days that the Wolfpack kind of got on a roll offensively. Even when they were struggling late in the regular season, the offensive pieces started to fit together better. DJ Horn, explosive guard. DJ Burns, incredibly hard to defend in the low post. But Mo Diarra got a bigger offensive role, and he's a good defender too. Michael O'Connell at point guard, much more instrumental in recent weeks than he was earlier this season. He and Diarra are 2 of the puzzle pieces that have helped the Pack fit better over the last month than they did earlier this season. On a given night, Jaden Taylor can help sometimes. Ben Middlebrooks is a good guy off the bench, not as much offensively, but that 7-man rotation has much better chemistry for the Wolfpack than it did earlier. On the Texas Tech side, I believe their best player is a sophomore swingman named Darian Williams. He's about 6'6", 215. He was 3rd team All Big 12. He was the team's leading rebounder, even from his guard/forward position, even at 6'6". I think he's the Red Raiders' best player. He injured his ankle on Thursday in the Big 12 quarterfinals, did not play in the semifinals on Friday. Now, they believe he will play against the Wolfpack, but we've seen this often in NCAA tournament history. When you miss practice time or you're hurt enough to miss game time, it's rare for you to just be your usual self when you get back. So the Red Raiders' best player is, in the best case scenario, coming off of a significant ankle injury as we look forward to that game on Thursday night. Meanwhile, Texas Tech's starting center, he's a 7-footer, he's a 24-year-old senior named Warren Washington. He has missed the past month with a foot injury and is not expected to play against the Wolfpack. So that's among your starting 5. 1's not playing. 1 is going to be a question mark, not in terms of his talent or skill, but in terms of just how close to 100% he is. One last thing. This is going to be a KYP game for the NC State Wolfpack. All coaches and players know that means know your personnel. 3 of Texas Tech's perimeter players are very good 3-point shooters. You mentioned Kerwin Walton, who we've seen here in ACC country. Darian Williams, if he's healthy, is a very good 3-point shooter. And a guy named Chance McMillan. So 3 guards you have to defend. You got to get in their grill. You got to force them to put the ball on the floor. Do not give them open 3-pointers. But the Red Raiders' starting point guard, a guy named Pop Isaacs, and their starting wing guard, a guy named Joe Toussaint, they are not 3-point shooters. They are much more attack the basket type guys off the dribble. So in the heat of the moment, every State defender has to know, am I on one of those 3 guys that I can't leave? Or am I on one of those 2 guys that I might want to dare to take a 3-pointer because they're just not confident 3-point shooters? Know your personnel. That has to be part of Kevin Keith's preparation this week. And if there's a key to the game, that is it for if the Wolfpack is going to pull off what Vegas would call an upset on Thursday night.
I think one of the keys to the game has to be for DJ Burns to get some more Mount Olive pickle juice and North Carolina bacon. He's powered by those North Carolina food products. The Pack is going to get the big win there in Pittsburgh.